guys, welcome back to The Bright Side. Macy here, the Bright Side Girl, and today we're going to be talking about my TBR for Mermaid Marathon. So Mermaid Marathon is my mermaid pirate ocean themed readathon that is running July 7th through the 20th. I incorrectly said this in the announcement video, which I will link up in the cards as well as down below in the description. I kept saying it was July 7th through the 27th, but it is July 7th through the 20th. We're still doing 2 weeks, a Monday through a Sunday. We're doing mermaids versus pirates, and I have 2 weeks of photo challenges both for the mermaids and for the pirates. You can do one or the other or both or none if you want to, but it does make it extra fun, and it does enter you in the Mermaid Marathon giveaway, which I will link the video for some of the books that are going to be featured in the Mermaid Marathon giveaway on Instagram up in the cards as well. We have a lot of authors that have donated books. I've got a couple small businesses that have donated some things. This is the biggest readathon of the year, so lots of exciting things happening. We also have the reading challenge on Storygraph. You want to do it that way as well. This is an app that tracks your reading. It does the reading challenges in a really fun way. It keeps track of different things that I really love. This year we're doing treasures, so you can collect 10 mermaid treasures and 10 pirate treasures. On Storygraph, I have made it into 12 reading challenges that will combine some of these, so you'll see read a merman book / read a female pirate book. So if you complete one of those, it will mark it off. And I have selected 5 to be the main reading challenges, and all the others are bonuses. So what that means is that there are 5 that I consider to be the main priority, and then everything else, if you hit it, will just be considered a bonus prompt. So we are going to be talking about the 5 main reading challenges for my TBR. I have all the treasures available to download individually. You can put the treasures on these little images. I have them all available to download in a graphics folder that again is linked down below. So any other treasures that the books I'm talking about hit, I will try to list on the video so you know if they can hit multiple prompts. For this readathon, I'm doing something I have never done before, and I'm going to exclusively read new releases because this year we have gotten so many mermaid, pirate, ocean, nautical themed new releases. Such an exciting year to be like a mermaid, nautical, ocean lover. And so I decided that I'm only going to be reading new releases for this. I did share a video where I talk about all of the new releases that work for the readathon that came out this year, so be sure and check it out for more ideas. We're going to be talking about several of them here though. So the first reading treasure we're going to hit is set on an island. For that one, I am doing Out of Air by Rachel Reese. I am so excited for this one. There are all these cool like diving underwater books that are out this year. I believe this is a YA standalone. We're following Phoebe Phibbs Ray, and she is never more at home than when she's underwater. 6 months ago, she and her 4 closest friends found social media fame after discovering a handful of gold coins in the Florida Keys. Now, during their final summer together after high school, they're taking one last trip to a distant Australian island to do what they love most, scuba dive. While diving a local reef, Phibbs discovered a spectacular underwater sea cave rumored to be a lost cave with buried treasure. But when Phibbs and her best friend Gabe surface from the cave, they begin undergoing strange changes, oozing gashes that don't heal, haunting whispers in their heads. Something has latched onto them, lurking beneath their skin and transforming them from the inside out. So a little bit of a spooky read. I've heard that it's really good. This will also work for treasure hunting and set underwater, so such a good one for the readathon. Next is a book featuring a merman. I don't have a copy of this one yet. I'm really hoping to before the readathon starts, but I will be reading When the Tides Held the Moon by Vanessa Vida Kelly. So this one is set on Cody Island. We're in the 1910s and we're following Benigo Caldera, known as Benny. He is an iron worker, and he creates an iron tank that he's made for a famed Coney Island playground. The eccentric sideshow proprietor who commissioned the tank invites Benny to join the show's eclectic cast and share in the shocking secret. The tank will cage their newest exhibit, a live merman stolen from the salty banks of the East River. More than a mythic marvel, Benny soon comes to know the merman, Rio, as a kindred spirit, wise and more compassionate than any human he's ever met. Despite their different worlds, what begins as a friendship of necessity deepens to love, leading Benny's heart into uncharted waters where he can no longer ignore the agonizing truth of Rio's captivity and his own. I love mermaid books that have this kind of like circus sideshow element. The mermaids and the mermen need to be freed. I've heard this romance is incredible. I've heard this is just such a sweet book, so I'm really excited for it. Next treasure is Ocean Creature / Sea Monster if you're on the pirate side. For that one, I'm doing Break Wide the Sea by Sarah Holland. I'm so sad because I forgot to put this in that new release video. I actually have an arc of this one because it's not coming out until November 11th. I love Sarah Holland's Everless duology, and when I saw this cover and read the synopsis, I was like, I have to read this. The arc is still available on NetGalley to request, so make sure you go and check it out. It's a place where you can go request advanced reader digital copies. So a young woman cursed with a fatal heartbreaking induced illness must race against time to find a cure and protect her family's legacy from the ancient Finn folk that would destroy it, the fiance that would kill her for it, boy who would love her if she forsook it. The seafaring humans of Kirkhel have always been plagued by Finn folk, bloodthirsty fae who haunt the seas, sinking ships and cursing bloodline. Yet it's only by hunting magical whales that Kirkhel can prosper. 19-year-old Annie is heir to the Fairfax Whaling Company, but their family's success came at a cost, a curse by which heartbreak turns Fairfaxes slowly into monsters. And 6 years ago, the shipwreck that killed Annie's parents left her with scales spreading up her arms, claws, and sprouting from her fingertips. I originally thought this wasn't going to be mermaid, but now I'm thinking that maybe she turns into like a mermaid sea monster. So it technically works for both categories, ocean creature and sea monster. There's like magical whales. We have a ship on the cover. It sounds so good. I am just so pumped for this one. Next is Sea in the Title. This is a treasure you can collect for both sides. For that one, I'm going to be doing Sea Change by Susan Fletcher. This one is so unique. It sounds so good. So Turtle is scavenging a drowned town when she saves a stranger's life. There's something special about Kai, an attraction that she's never felt before. She would do anything to see him again. But Turtle can never truly be with Kai because Kai is normal. And Turtle is one of the mer kids whose genes are illegally hacked before birth and who now have working gills as lungs. Turtle lives on an old cruise ship with the other mer in order to be close to the water she needs to survive. Yet she sneaks away and lies to her friends to spend more time with Kai on land, and the pull of the shore grows even stronger when Turtle reconnects with her sisters and learns that her father, who has been in prison for having her genes modified, has escaped and may be hiding out nearby. When scientists come up with a way for the mer to surrender their gills and live as normals, Turtle faces a terrible choice. Turtle loves her life with her mer friends, but she desperately misses her family. And then of course there's Kai. Dystopian Little Mermaid retelling is everything I need and will be a nice little change up from the fantasy historical ones that we're doing. Hits a few other challenges as well and sounds so good. And the last one is Treasure Hunt, and for that one I'm going to be doing the Amalfi Curse by Sarah Penner. I mean, this is almost the prettiest cover that came out this year. I got this Barnes & Noble exclusive edition that I'm so excited for. This is an adult standalone. Haven Ambrose is a trailblazing nautical archaeologist, has come to the sun-soaked village of Positano to investigate the mysterious shipwrecks along the Amalfi coast. But Haven is hoping to find more than old artifacts beneath the azure waters. She is secretly on a quest to locate a trove of priceless gemstones her late father spotted upon his final dive. Upon Haven's arrival, strange maelstroms and misfortunes start plaguing the town. Is it nature or something more sinister at work? As Haven searches for her father's sunken treasure, she begins to unearth a centuries-old tale of ancient sorcery and one woman's quest to save her lover and her village by using the legendary art of Stragaria, a magical ability to harness the ocean. Could this magic be behind the Positano's latest calamities? Haven must unravel the Amalfi Curse before the region is destroyed forever. There's magic, there's witches, there is a shipwreck, there's waves on the cover, and I just think this is going to be such a good adventure. Okay, there are 3 more I for sure want to try to get to. More than that in general of the new ones. I'm going to try to get to as many as possible. There are 3 more, 2 of which I was going to put on my main TBR, but they didn't hit the prompts that I created myself, so I'm going to let you know about them. Still hit some of the reading challenges, they just weren't the main 5. So we have A Forgery of Fate by Elizabeth Lim. This one you could technically use for ocean creature, sea monster, and I'm not sure what else yet. Truyen Sagai's didn't choose to become a con artist, but after her father is lost at sea, it's up to her to support her mother and her 2 younger sisters. A gifted art forager, True has the unique ability to paint the future, but even such magic is not enough to put her family back together again or stave off the gangsters demanding payment in blood for her mother's gambling debts. Left with few options, True agrees to a marriage contract with a mysterious dragon lord. He offers a fresh start for her mother and sister and elusive answers about her father's disappearance. But in exchange, she must join him in his desolate undersea palace and paint a future so treasonous it could upend both the mortal and immortal realm. So this one is set underwater for part of it. This edition is so beautiful, and I know there's a mermaid in here as well. I think the author was talking about it, so sounds amazing. Sirens by Amelia Hart. Again, Barnes & Noble exclusive. I'm so thrilled with all these like beautiful ocean books. So this is an adult standalone. I've heard great things about Amelia's writing style. So in 2019, Lucy awakens in the middle of the night with her hands around her ex-lover's throat. Horrified, she flees to her older sister's house on the Australian coast, hoping Jess can explain the vivid dreams that preceded the attack, but she is nowhere to be found. Desperate for answers, Lucy finds and begins to read her sister's adolescent diary. 1999, Jess is a lonely 16-year-old girl in a rural town in the middle of the continent. Diagnosed with a rare allergy to water, she has always felt different until her young, charming art teacher takes an interest in her drawings, seeing a power and maturity in them and in her that no one else has. 1800s, twin sisters Mary and Eliza are torn from their home in Ireland and forced into a convict ship bound for Australia. Since their mothers drowning when they were girls, they feared the ocean, but as the boat bears them farther and farther away from all they know, they feel the water is calling to them. Sounds incredible. And lastly, I think the one that I am the most excited for is Upon a Starlit Tide by Kel Woods. This is the fabulous Owl Crate edition my sister got me for my birthday. It's so beautiful. I believe this is a YA standalone. I've heard amazing things about Kel Woods' books so far. It is a dark, enchanting historical fantasy combining elements of Little Mermaid and Cinderella. St. Malo, Brittany, France in 1758. For Lucinda Leon, the youngest daughter of a wealthy French ship owner, the high walls of St. Malo are more hindrance than haven. While her sisters are interested in securing advantageous marriages, Luce dreams of escaping her elegant but stifling home and joining a ship's crew. Only Samuel, Luce's best friend and an English smuggler, understands her longing for the sea, secretly teaching her to sail whenever she can sneak away. For Luce, the stolen time on the water with Samuel is precious. One stormy morning, Luce's plans are blown off course when she rescues Morgan de Chantelaine, the youngest son of the most powerful ship owner in St. Malo, from the sea. Immediately drawn to his charm and sense of adventure, she longs to attend the glittering ball held in honor of his safe return and begins to contemplate a different kind of future for herself. A lot of these are very different vibes, even though we still have those ocean nautical elements. I don't have a solid pirate book in this list, but I'm assuming a couple of them will have pirate elements. If not, there's a couple of new releases I've heard about that I can also try to check out. Either way, what a year to be a mermaid, like ocean beachy lover. So make sure you check out that full announcement video in the description for all the details on how to join in. Just remember that you only have to read one mermaid nautical ocean themed book to participate. Everything else is just for fun and to kind of give us something to look forward to. We treat it kind of like a holiday in the middle of the summer, but you don't have to do anything extra that you don't want to. Make sure you check out my most recent mermaid book haul. I had a lot of mermaid ocean pirate themed books, and I list each little treasure that works for each book on that video, so it's very helpful to build your TBR. I have so many other recommendation videos for you, both for the mermaids and the pirates side, or just for summer in general, so make sure to check out that full description for everything. I will be vlogging the 2 weeks of the readathon, so I'll have one vlog for each week. We've got some pirate ocean themed activities we're gonna do. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at The Bright Side Girl if you haven't already. I host a huge portion of the readathon over there. I post what I'm doing during the day. I share everybody's photos. We create a nice little community. Let me know if you plan on participating and whether you're Team Mermaid or Team Pirate. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time on The Bright Side.